Hello Cancers, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading for the month of April and everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, my loves, let's take a look and see what we have going on for you. All right, Cancer, something's trying to flip over for you already. We're taking a look at the recent past, the current energy, as well as the near future. Okay, you have two things to flip around for you. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. And we're going to get one more for the recent past. Apparently we're going to get two more. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. Let's take a look and see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Cups. I feel like some of you guys are waiting on communication or have been waiting on communication. Maybe you were in the past waiting on some kind of action or communication from a person is kind of how that's feeling. I see the World card, the King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You have the Hangman too. I definitely feel, Cancer, that there's somebody here that some of you guys could have just experienced an ending with. For others of you, I feel like you were trying to get something to go to the next level in the past with a person, but it just feels like it was a struggle, or it feels like it was just stagnant here with the Hangman energy. It's like something wasn't moving forward. But I do feel like you thought that, like you wanted to stabilize something. I think this is somebody that you wanted to be in your life for a long time. I feel like you were very serious about a person here. But like I said, I feel like something like got stuck or stagnant or wasn't moving forward, maybe came to an end. And now the Knight of Cups, I still feel the Knight of Cups can represent a dream and vision. I do feel like there is a part of you, Cancer, that still has a strong dream and vision with this person. Like you can still, regardless of what happened, you can still see a future with this person. Okay, like you can still see that here. And I think a part of you is still kind of holding on to that. So the Seven of Pentacles can be a card of, like I said, it can be a card of analyzing the situation and trying to decide, is this something that I should invest more in? Is this a good investment? But there's a part of you that still wants it, even if there is another part of you that recognizes that it may not be the best thing to invest in. Now, the Seven of Pentacles can just be a card of waiting, It can be kind of analyzing things. So you could be kind of going back over things and replaying things. And with the Seven of Pentacles, you could definitely be a card of kind of waiting, especially because with this Page of Wands and this Knight of Pentacles, I feel like something is kind of at a standstill and you're trying to figure out what to do next, what next step to take, as well as kind of like waiting on some kind of step from them or communication from them. I feel like you feel like it has to be from them. Like given the way that everything happened, it's like you feel like you can't take the action. You feel like you have to kind of wait on them. And we have the Hermit. So I definitely feel like you're holding back now because you feel like this step has to come from them. They're holding back as well. So let's take a look at the current energy. So that's showing up as the recent past. Current energy for April. So, that could even be, as far as up to right now, so just take it how it resonates. We have the Temperance card, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So I'm getting a couple different things, and we'll get more clear about it as we get the future energy out, as well as when we get the other person's energy out on the table too. Okay. Now with the Temperance, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot, to me Temperance is also kind of a card of like trying to find your balance, as well as like waiting. I kind of feel that we see have the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like you still are feeling a little left out in the cold by this person, or a little bit like you're missing this person. You're feeling the lack of them in their life. Still having a bit of a hard time here. It feels kind of similar to the recent past energy in the sense of I still feel like you could be waiting on some kind of offer or opportunity from this person with the Temperance, with the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Chariots, trying your best not to be stuck, trying your best to keep moving forward one day at a time. The Chariot is your energy, so you're trying to get back into a position of power here, Cancer. I feel like you're trying to focus on yourself and pour into yourself at this time, and I think that that's a really beautiful thing to do. It's a card of focus. It's a card of willpower. So I just kind of like getting through one day at a time, but it's also a card of having faith. It's having faith that the Chariot, he's not driving. He gets into the Chariot and the Sphinxes are driving. And the Sphinxes represent the mysteries of the universe. And the canopy above the Chariot in the traditional Rider-Waite deck is a blue canopy with stars, and it represents, divine guidance. So between the Sphinxes and the divine guidance, he's not driving, but he gets in and he has faith that it's going to take him exactly where he's meant to be. And I kind of feel like that's where you're trying to be at. You're like, you know what, if this is something that's meant for me, it will happen. I'm just going to focus on me and keep pouring into myself one day at a time. And I know that what's meant for me will come. And I feel like that's a really beautiful energy to be in, but I feel like there is still a part of you that kind of can't help, hoping and waiting a bit for that, like a new opportunity here with this person. Maybe it's a new opportunity in general for some of you. In the near future. Ooh, okay, something flipped around. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. I wasn't going to take, but you keep getting extra cards today, and I feel like we're supposed to take them, so we're going to. We have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Wands. It does look to me that in the near future, Cancer, I do feel like you will be receiving some kind of communication from this person. And I feel like this person is going to want to see you face to face for some of you. This part may not resonate for all of you. But, sometimes the Two of Cups to me can be kind of like a face-to-face conversation. So I do kind of feel like that here. I feel like somebody could be like wanting to see you. So they could be reaching out to you, and that, consists of, can we get together? Can we talk? Can we get talk on the phone? Can we FaceTime? Something. The Two of Cups is like wanting to come back into alignment, and it can also be a card of mutually expressing feelings, right? So somebody's they want to get together so that they can express their feelings and you can express yours. They want to have a real conversation. Now, I feel like you may be surprised by your reaction, because I definitely feel that when this person reaches out, I'm not sure, Cancer, we'll have to take a look and see when we get their energy out, if there is something specific about something that they have said that I feel like you may surprise yourself with your reaction, because I feel like you're going to have a guard up instantly. The Knight of Swords is a very reactive energy. It's not really something that's like, I think and I've thought this through, and this is what I want to say, and I'm going to deliver my prepared communication. It's my prepared response. It's more of like reacting to something that is being said, or reacting to the emotions that are coming up in you. And I kind of feel like that here with this Knight of Swords energy. I feel like this comes in, it feels very unexpected, and it elicits some maybe unexpected reactions or emotions in you. And one of that might be the Seven of Wands, which is a card of conviction and standing up for yourself and kind of having your guard up, feeling like you're on the defense. And that, that may surprise you given what you wanted with this person. So now, like I said, for some of you guys, it could just be the past, bringing up this emotion that is causing you to, there's a part of you that wants to, be careful. There's a part of you that doesn't want to get hurt again. So it's like bringing up these unexpected emotions. For others of you, it could be something that they're saying when they're reaching out to you here that, kind of triggers that response. But we're going to take a look at their energy now. We're going to be looking at their current energy towards you, as well as their near future. So two things fell out. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Moon. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So in their current energy, we have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. The Empress, wow. The Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Magician. Somebody is figuring out what they want here in the current moment. I feel like they're having a hard time without you too. The Five of Pentacles feeling the lack of you in their life. And the Magician, that's kind of fueling them to decide what they want. Trying to figure that out. What do I really truly want here? The Nine of Wands, I don't feel like they want to give up on this. I don't feel like they're ready to give up. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. He gets knocked down, but he gets back up again, and he keeps trying. The Knight of Pentacles, to me, this could be them kind of coming up with a plan or figuring out what the next step is. It could say that it's taken them a while to get to this point. The Knight of Pentacles can be a very slow-moving energy. Now, we do have the Empress, which is creation, growth, abundance, wanting to nurture something here, wanting to create something here with you. And, the Hierophant being a very committed energy, wanting to fully commit to this. Now, I feel like they're still trying to figure all this stuff out. Like they're going through all of these different thoughts and feelings about what that looks like for them. Now, the Queen of Pentacles too. The Queen of Pentacles can be a card of investing time, effort, and energy into something. Sometimes I do kind of see her as self-care energy too. So this person could be trying to do things for themselves that they need to do for them. Now, whether that is maybe this person is deciding to, just take a spa weekend and they're just pampering themselves and meditating or something. Maybe they're signing themselves up for counseling. I do feel like there is some kind of self-care energy, taking place for this person. Now, they do have this Moon energy here as well. The Moon energy does talk about the unknown. It talks about lacking clarity, things that are hidden. It also talks about the subconscious. So this person could definitely be in April, going to therapy and working on some of the deeper things, the hidden emotions, having things from the subconscious kind of coming up, things that were hidden that they need to come up and deal with. I definitely see that as a strong possibility for some of you guys, especially even the Hierophant can talk about the teacher and things. So I definitely feel like that's possible. There could have been a lot of stuff that they've been holding on to that has been holding them back or hindering them that they could be working through in the current energy. And that may be, something that they need to do to be able to have a healthy connection. Now, for others of you, I feel like they're still holding on to you. And it's just this Moon energy is the unknown. Is Cancer going to be open to hearing from me, making this work? Does Cancer still want this? Can we get through whatever these obstacles and issues are? Let's take a look at the near future. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I definitely see somebody trying to come back in and fight for this. There could be a little bit of a tension or conflict here between the two of you, especially with your Knight of Swords and Seven of Wands, your guard up, your defensive energy, your reactive energy, and their, the Five of Wands can be a card of it doesn't feel like an argument to me, but it could feel like a little tense, which is very understandable. The Five of Wands can also just talk about challenges. There are challenges to overcome here. The Five of Wands can talk about them wanting to fight for the connection as well. So it could be any or all of those things. The Wheel of Fortune definitely trying to come back around here. The Three of Cups wanting to get together, spend time with you, see you, reconcile. We have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant and the Two of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Wow. So really wanting to work on things, wanting to get on the same page, wanting to express how they feel, wanting to commit to this. They feel like this is a very spiritual connection. They really do, especially with that High Priestess here. And it's like they're finally ready. That's what this feels like. Someone's finally ready. But that is what I have for you, Cancer. I do hope that this helps. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, that's okay. Just check out your other placements and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.